Hi, folks. Roage here. Few things. I want to make this real quick. I do want to take a quick look at what our progress is on the video experiment that we conducted, just to see, if deceptive titling or clickbait titles actually do improve the reach of any particular video. So I'm going to keep revisiting this on these status reports to see if that actually happens. Now, we'll see some preliminary results, and let's get to that right now, and then I'll finish up here. Okay, that's scary. Hey, I think I see infinity. All right, so get back here to the video manager. Okay. Sorry about that. Keep forgetting where this stuff is. Oh, really? Okay, that's weird. There it is. Okay, I'm sorry for, I don't know why I couldn't get to it like that before. Okay, so this is the screenshot that I did just a few minutes ago. And then this is what we have now. So just so you know, so that it's accurate. Okay, so let me hide that. And now I'm going to go and open up the one that I put on my desktop yesterday, that I snapped yesterday. Okay, so new stats 1213. Okay, great. Not what I want. Okay. Open with, paint. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, this is the one that I did yesterday. This is the one that I did today. Okay, so hopefully you can see both of those. Hopefully the video dimensions will allow you to do that without cropping. Don't have any feedback. Okay, so as you can see, the performance has really started down. Looks like on the site here, started with 64,212, and today it's 64,305. So pretty close to 100 views. So no new subscribers. The curve, we're running at 24 right now, which is actually pretty good, because if you look at the 35 for the Forgotten Shield, it's roughly about the same time. It's not performing as well as the Forgotten Shield, but who knows? We'll see how the penetration works, and we'll analyze that from there. But right now, it doesn't look like it is a significant improvement. Now, it may be too early to tell exactly what effect that has. These things sometimes take time. So we'll see. Right now, it doesn't look like we got any kind of bump. In fact, the number of views looks like it's turning around a little bit, but the watch time is really, it's people aren't spending any time on it. Well, maybe because the video itself is shorter, so of course your view time is going to be less. So let me stop sharing the screen here. Oh, really, I did click on it. Okay. All right, here we go. So I should be back. Okay. Let me see if I've got anybody on chat. That would be crazy. Okay, yeah. As I predicted, I get absolutely no feedback. I had a friend of mine actually send one of their videos to what she described as one of her liberal friends, and that was the video where I spoke about Adam Schiff. What Adam Schiff was trying to tell us, and yeah, she got to the point, and then she just said, well, That's it. I'm not going to waste my time. Well, and that's fine. I don't know. I mean, I look at Adam Schiff as a threat to everybody, including himself. And if you're going to just blindly support somebody like who has been caught in just bold-faced lies, and that's your prerogative. You can support somebody like that, but none of us have to actually support that kind of behavior in what we call government. We should have those standards at the very least. That, hey, wait a minute, deliberate falsification, deliberate deception, provable deception is just not acceptable, right? I don't try to, well, I mean, I did a video yesterday. I don't try to intentionally deceive people. I don't think it's useful to anybody. And I don't believe that that's the kind of behavior I want for anybody who claims to be my servant. Okay, that's just what it is, and that just disqualifies you. And Adam Schiff may be a great guy, I'll let me just take him at his word that he wants the best for everybody, but you can't want the best for me if you have to get it through deception. Okay, that's it. I believe it's important that people are able to rely on what you say as honesty. It may not be true. I mean, you may not know it, but intentionally deceiving, that's a different. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about. I do want to talk about a few things that I find kind of absurd out there, and some of the things that we really need to think about. In this modern world, I think it's rather absurd to think that our protection and security, okay, our protection of our property, our protection of our rights, has to come at the forfeiture of all of our rights. It doesn't make sense. How do you protect rights when we're expected to give those rights up? Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if somebody could actually explain that, how I can enjoy any degree of protection and any degree of security when I really don't have any right even to self-determination. It doesn't make sense. This is what we've been asked to do here in at least America, and I'm sure it's going on in the world. I mean, when I talk to my friends in the UK, same thing. The folks in the EU, same thing. When I talk to these people, they really have lost most of their rights. Well, property comes with rights, and if you lose those, then it's really not your property. And and if it's not your property, then can somebody take it from you? No. And if your life is not your own, and your body is not your own, because somebody else has complete control over it, can you lose anything because of some sort of bad actor going through and engaging in some sort of violent act against the population? If you don't have your life, if you're a complete slave, and they have the power of life and death over you at any time they decide to, can you really lose anything through some sort of quote unquote imminent terrorist attack? I don't think you can. I've heard a saying, "Give me liberty or give me death." I mean, we don't have liberty, but we don't understand that somebody in that kind of position is already dead, because it just comes to it'll just be a matter of time before they figure out ways of just getting rid of us, because the food's bad. I mean, we're poisoning all elements of our food web worldwide. We've got serious problems here, and eventually, I happen to think that what's going on in Fukushima right now, still since the event started, is actually an extinction level event. And I don't believe that we as a species are really taking that seriously. And we can pretend that it's not happening, but that doesn't really stop happening. That's like pretending that there isn't any gravity. It's a fairly serious situation, and it has serious impacts. Don't expect them to report those impacts because, hey, everything's okay. Everything's okay. We're not doing anything wrong. There's no imminent, threat of, radiation that's actually going to affect your life. Why? Because, it's someplace else. It's on the other side of the world. I mean, it might as well be on the other side of the universe. The media is not talking about it, so it's not. Don't worry about it. But quite frankly, the radiation is entering into our food supplies. It's having effect, and I think don't know what the solution is, but I know one thing: trying to ignore it, uh, that ain't going to work either. You know, we need to look at that and see if there's ways we can actually mitigate the damage so that it doesn't poison the entire biosphere. Well, I'm sure at some point that some organisms are survive and actually thrive. But I don't know, and how. I don't know. I mean, you know, will it provoke gross mutation? I mean, shoot, some people might think it's actually kind of cool to have an extra arm on their back. So I don't know. But with some of the mutations, some of the mutations that I've seen produces some absolutely horrific results. And I don't make a judgment here. Me personally, it's not something that I'd like. So, I just a few things, just to make sure that I provide some sort of value added benefit for these status reports, and I will talk to you in a little while, maybe tomorrow. Okay, you have a good day.